JT Kirkland. Painter, sculptor, I guess drawer as well. The work in this show, I guess, is more painting oriented though, which is something new for me. This is a very new body of work from earlier this year. It's very experimental. I've primarily, throughout my career, worked with wood. I've never used paint before. I've always tried to, I guess, focus on the natural beauty of wood, but in this case, I've started introducing color and paint and the texture of the paint to sort of create, I guess, a juxtaposition between the wood grain and the paint. Basically, just through experimentation, it derived from my time at the Vermont Studio Center in January of this year. I took probably 40 plywood panels and decided that I was going to paint on them. When I got there, I tried several different things. Most of them didn't work, but eventually I sort of hit on this idea of these forms overlaid on these square plywood panels, and I was very interested in it and what it did, and so I continued to explore that throughout this year. Well, what I like about the plywood is the industrial feel of it. I like the sides of the wood, how you can see the layers of the wood, but then the front is very pristine and perfect. I thought I would juxtapose the sort of utilitarian nature of the plywood with the fine art quality of the paint and sort of speak about craft versus fine art. It's process-based. I gave myself a set of rules. This piece right here is actually from the residency, so it's a bit of an outlier. But these others, what is created by this outward angle here, two of those going from one side to the other, that was the first rule. Second rule was the pinstripe. And so what I did was I painted the pinstripe on the sides to where they overlapped. So if you notice, this white overlaps with this white. If I had painted this one and this one, they would not have overlapped. So the reason why I did that on all of these is sort of to pull in this space, and it sort of compresses the space within the piece. The series here, I guess there's about 25 of them presently. Each one's a different color. It's just very experimental. Some of the colors are very bright. Others are muted. This is almost the same tone as the plywood itself. I was just interested in exploring what the different colors did in each piece and how they interacted with the plywood grain as well as the white pinstripe. I'm not sure yet. I don't think that I've gotten any answers from it. I think that the work is interesting to me. I think there's room to grow and to explore within this style of work. So this is what I'm doing presently in the studio, and I foresee myself doing it for a while. To be honest, I'm actually doing more work like those three pieces on the other end of the gallery. It's called the Fracture Series. It's where the wood actually creates lines within the piece. I'm starting to do these pieces like that and introducing multiple colors. So instead of one primary color and a white pinstripe, bringing in 2, 3, 4, 5 different colors within the same piece. Just make art, make all the art that you can. A quick little story about myself was when I was younger, I absolutely hated art. I didn't see the point in it, didn't see the point of being an artist until I was about 20 years old to study abroad program in Europe, and I saw masterpieces. I went to the Musée d'Orsay and saw the world's greatest art in person and sort of learned what the point was, learned sort of what art can bring to the world, to your life, to other people's lives. So I just started making art from that day forward. So I think for aspiring artists, they need to make work and they need to look at work. So work hard in the studio and go see as many shows as you can to learn sort of what's going on in the contemporary art world and also where your own taste, where your own vision is.
That was nice.